Hello guys, welcome back to SWS Boxing, and today I'm delighted to get back on the channel Aaron Bird. He's your current Celtic light heavyweight champion, and yeah, it's fight week for him. He's boxing this time. He's boxing in Torquay, the Rivers International Conference Centre in Torquay. And he's boxing Leon Mitchell over 4 rounds on a BCB show this Saturday night. And yes, how are you doing today, Aaron? Pleasure as always to get you on. I do appreciate it.
Yes, pleasure to be back on again. Yeah, I'm doing great. How are you doing yourself?
Yeah, I'm all good, Aaron. I'm all good. It's good to see
Yeah,
you
good to hear.
back out, staying busy, ticking over.
Yeah, I've had a few dates that were cancelled on me, so it's great to get this show back up and running. Um, and yeah, get a good win, and there's bigger fights in the future.
Yeah, so you did mention in our last interview, I think I think it was in April. I can't remember, but think it
Yeah,
was in April. Um, but yeah, you said you had a few things in the pipeline. Have they not
yes,
come off, or what's happened with those?
yes, I can tell you about that now. I was meant to fight a guy called Nicholas Efsted for a some version of a European belt, like EBU, something like that. I was meant to have, and then they were gonna give me a warm-up fight out there in Malta it was, and then I was gonna have the title fight. I believe it was meant to be May or June. Yeah, so that didn't come off for various reasons. But no, we got this 4 rounder coming up, and then yeah, we got something bigger in the pipeline.
Yeah, I mean that the fight you mentioned a minute ago, that Nicholas FT, I probably said his name completely wrong, but I swear I saw that he was ranked quite highly in the world, like in the IBO. Well, was it? I think it was WBO or WBC rankings. He was ranked in like the top 10.
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
Um, well, I believe on BoxRec he is ranked 100 places below me. But we had a look at him, and we were confident that we would do the job on him. And if that fight's there in the future, yeah, we'll do the job on him in the future.
Yeah, I mean that would have been a good fight. Well, hopefully, it's there to be made, and it wasn't meant to be for a certain date, but hopefully down the line or down the stretch, eventually that fight will be made. Everything happens for a reason.
Yeah, 100%. And that is very true. Boxing's about timing as well. You know what I mean?
And how did this sort of opportunity come about? Because you see a few champions, when they've coming off, well, especially coming off, a title defense, back-to-back title fights, which you had with Bobby Morrell. You wouldn't really, not many of those they'd sort of try and wait around until another
Yeah.
shot comes. But with you, you want to stay active. You want to stay as active as possible. Activity is key, and you are fighting in a 4 round fight.
Yeah, this is a fight. It is difficult sometimes with the shows being not a lot of shows going on. And if the last show that was on, um I couldn't make it for certain reasons. You know what I mean? So it's one of them. We having to travel to Torquay, which isn't right by where I'm based. However, um, I'm kind of based in Bideford, which isn't far from Torquay, so I've managed to sell enough tickets to get me on the show. Um, but yeah, staying active is very important.
Yeah, 100%. It's another sort of away trip for you. Back-to-back fights in Scotland now. Torquay, you're going to all different venues, which is good. Ticking off another venue in Torquay. It's a good card as well. I'll just briefly mention, former British champion Brad Pauls is on the card. Former Southern
Yeah,
Area champion S.A. Smith. And of
yeah,
course yourself, Celtic light heavyweight champ, current light. Have you still got the belt?
I've still got the belt. Yep.
Yeah, yeah. So current Celtic light heavyweight champion in yourself as well. So it's a good card.
Yeah, it is definitely a good card. Yeah, as you just mentioned there, three good champions. Um, yeah, so it should be a good night of boxing. Yeah.
Yeah, you're fighting Leon Mitchell. Of course, you did briefly mention it. It's an opponent change at the last sort of minute. How have you adapt to this last minute change?
Yeah, I think this is the third time this it's happened to me, and I've only had 6 fights with opponents being changed. So I'm kind of getting used to it now. Yeah, he's kind of got he's had 4 fights. He's you know what I mean. He's won one, but he's going to be coming to have a go. You know what I mean? And I think that's going to suit me more. So in a way, it's a good thing. It was meant to be Harry Matthews, who was a very durable journeyman. So yeah, I think this could be a better fight in that sense. As this guy will be more open. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's a live opponent. He'll come for it. I believe. Yeah, what
Yeah,
he's won. He's only had the 4 fights, so similar amount of
yeah,
fights to yourself. I mean, you've had the 6, but you've of course your experience. You've had 10 round. You've had 10 rounds
yeah.
back to back now. So 20 rounds banked over the being two back to back 10 rounders. But yeah, this Leon Mitchell. Decent opponent for you. 4 rounds as well.
Yeah, it is, of course. Once you've done the 10 rounds, 4 rounds feels like a breeze. But yeah, I'm looking to go in there and do a job. I'm hoping to not hear the final bell. I want to sort of, you know, make a statement.
Yeah, I mean, do you feel like this is the right sort of opponent for you to make a statement on?
Yeah, I believe so. I think when you fight journeymen who's had sort of loads of fights, they know they craft well. You know what I mean? But when you fight a guy like this, who I believe in terms of boxing ability is I don't want to say, you know, I don't think he's on my level, and I think that is a perfect fight for me to look the part.
Yeah. And how good is it, that you've got great backing. As they've travelled to Scotland, they're travelling to Torquay for this 4 round, and helping you get, even though it's not the ideal fight that you wanted, but that they help you stay active and sell tickets in places like when you're boxing in Torquay and Scotland. How good is that support?
Yeah, I appreciate everyone who supports me, who sponsors me, everyone who trains me, and yeah, and my manager as well. Yeah, um, without the support and everyone's back in, professional boxing is a tough game, and it's nearly impossible to do. You know.
Yeah, I mean, how's this sort of camp been with the opponent swaps? Is it hard to change the plan of what you're gonna do on fight night with all these opponent changes, or do you just focus on training as hard as you can?
Yeah, we are training as hard as we can. There is something which I will be announcing after this fight, and so you will be seeing why I've been putting the graft in. So yeah, it does make a massive difference to me. Um, we was preparing for a similar sort of opponent, but possibly possibly a better opponent. So yeah, so it's not really much difference to me. Yeah.
Yeah, is this are you trying to get build keep uh muddle my words up? Are you trying to keep momentum? Build on the momentum that you're on at the minute because you're coming off a great performance.
Yeah, I have to do that now. If I was going to be inactive, that would be a massive shame because I've come off a career best performance. Now is the time to build on it and keep moving forward because yeah, I believe more titles will come in the future. I said that I believe the last time we spoke, and I'm very confident that that will be the case. And look out to a lot of light heavyweights. I'm coming.
Yeah, I mean, there's big things to come for you after this fight, providing everything goes well.
Yeah, there is. Yeah, 100%. It, I will be announced. Obviously, I got a job to do Saturday, so that's my only focus at this moment in time. But
Yeah,
yeah, there is big things in the future.
yeah, 100%. And yeah, it's a big upcoming few months for your gym, isn't it? With your gym mates as well. They've got big fights as well.
Yeah, I think Billy Stamry's got a fight.
Southern
On
Area title and
yeah,
June
and
14th at York Hall.
yeah, and I believe it's an English title eliminator, so that's a very big fight for him. Yeah, and
Super well to that one, I think.
he's a massive super welterweight. Yeah, he walks around near enough a light heavyweight. So
Have you shared many rounds this camp with Billy?
not a lot, but we did spar quite recently. We sort of were swapping over sparring partners, and we done about 3 rounds together. Yeah, and yeah, we have sparred in the past as well. Yeah, it's always good sparring. Yeah,
Yeah, so a couple of titles heading back to your gym.
yeah, definitely. I think Billy will make do a number on that kid on June the 14th. Yeah.
And have you got final sort of message to the fans who are going to be there supporting you and backing you, and maybe some of the people who are going to be there who might be watching you for the first time?
Yeah, massive thanks to everyone who's bought tickets. Massive thanks to my manager Richard Grigg. A massive thanks to Mike Jones who trains me in the morning and pushes me to my limits. Um, yeah, and massive thanks to everyone who's bought tickets and my sponsors as well. Jez Group, DWRS, EWS, and Photon Product Management. Yeah, and thanks to everyone who's bought tickets. I do plan to put on a great show, and yeah, as I mentioned before, your sport means a lot, and it's something all us professional boxers need.
Yeah, 100%. And yeah, do you know what time you're on, or will you find that out on? Are you waiting in on the day, or
Yeah, it's I'm waiting on a day and then I'll find out what time I'm gonna fight, which is it is what it is. But yeah, um,
you'll keep everyone posted on what time you'll be fighting?
yes, I will be. Yeah, of course. Yeah,
Okay, good stuff, Aaron, mate. And as always, I appreciate your time and go get that win on Saturday night. I wish you all the best.
yeah, great to talk to you again. All the best. Thank you.
Thank you, mate.
Have a good
Bye.
one. Ta-ra.